Lanzarote, the island of volcanoes and Cesar Manrique. Lanzarote is one of the famous Spanish Canarian islands. With its 845 square kilometers, it's the fourth largest of the islands. With a population of 152,000, the island is the third most populated island of the Canary Islands, swapping places with Fuerteventura, that is larger but has less people residing on its island. Lanzarote is famous for especially two things: its volcanic landscapes, with Timanfaya being one of the most famous places, including different cave systems with cool stories attached to them. The son of Lanzarote, Cesar Manrique, has to be mentioned when talking about Lanzarote, and is famous for several cultural places on the island, and his touch even stretches to all corners of the islands, when architectural decisions have to be made. Lanzarote is truly an inspirational island when coming to its volcanic landscapes, architecture and comforts of easygoing resorts with all kinds of international amenities. Before we start, feel free to subscribe to Globus Travelers for more videos. Number 10. Teguise. Teguise is the oldest town and previous capital of Lanzarote. It was the capital until 1852, when Arrecife became the new capital of the island. A lot of tourists will visit Teguise on Sundays when there will be a famous market. However, I went on a regular weekday instead. Teguise is full of museums, art galleries and monuments. Do visit the Central Plaza area and enjoy a trip back to Lanzarote's history. Number 9. Playa Blanca. Pristine beaches, great hikes, pleasant weather and any kind of foods that you could care for. This is what Playa Blanca has to offer to its guests any time of the year. Playa Blanca is one of the main resorts, including Costa Teguise and Puerto del Carmen. To me, Playa Blanca is the most picturesque of the three. The harbor area, the pathways along the coast, it's all amazing. My only issue with Playa Blanca and why it doesn't rank any higher is due to the weather being just slightly worse, and it can often feel too crowded at the beaches and the restaurants. Costa Teguise and Puerto del Carmen, while less picturesque, just feels like it has a bit more space considering the amount of people that has to use it. Number 8. La Hoya. La Hoya itself is nothing special. It is hardly even a town or a village. What makes the area special is a combination of Salinas de Ranubio, Laguna de Ranubio and Playa de Ranubio. The Salinas part of the area has a visitor center and several different viewpoints. It is simply put a salt production area. However, the different shades and nuances, colors makes both beautiful and dramatic. I am not even sure if you are allowed to walk inside the area. Let me know if it is or isn't. The laguna and the beach just helps to dramatize the area so much, making it extremely unique. As I recall, the beach was mostly made up of small rocks, and I'm not sure a lot of people, if any, ever enjoy swimming or sunbathing in this area. Number 7. Costa Teguise. Costa Teguise is a coastal resort town in the municipality of Teguise. Please note that Costa Teguise and the old capital, named just Teguise, is not the same. It has been built intentionally to cater to the increased tourism on Lanzarote. Historically, the town probably has little to no of interest. What I enjoyed was the infrastructure, accommodations, shopping areas, restaurant areas. Everything was just making sense. Plenty of space, no stress, solid beaches. Places like Puerto del Carmen and especially Playa Blanca just seems more stressed and more busy than Costa Teguise, so it just feels a bit more slow-paced and relaxed and nice. Number 6. Jameos del Agua. Jameos del Agua is a very special place. It is very much the essence of Lanzarote, perhaps a place on the island that more than any encapsulates and shows what Lanzarote is all about in quite a small space. Number 1. Jameos del Agua shows the island's volcanic origin in a small but mystical volcanic tunnel with its famous small white blind crabs, also called Monidopsis polymorpha. And number 2, it showcases the art of Cesar Manrique. It has a whole room dedicated to showcase his work of arts. Cesar Manrique has truly transformed the natural spaces of Lanzarote's natural origin, in symbiosis with his creative nature and talents. Number 5. Puerto del Carmen. Puerto del Carmen is the main tourism resort in Lanzarote. This is based off tourism numbers, amount of nightlife, shopping and restaurant options, and the diversity hereof. There's probably around 10 plus Indian restaurants within a few kilometers of diameter, just to show how many options there are. Puerto del Carmen is also super convenient. It is in walking distance of the airport and centrally located on the island for going on road trips. It is also pretty neat for hiking, as you can hike to both Puerto Calera and Playa Honda. Just before Playa Honda you will walk next to the airport. If you're lucky or patient, you will catch a plane taking off or landing. The beaches in Puerto del Carmen is however not that impressive. Number 4. Jardin de Cactus. This place was one of my favorite places on the whole island. Simply put, Jardin de Cactus is a nice cactus garden. What makes it unique is the fact that Lanzarote is not that colorful, but you get a lot of different species of plant life here. It is a nice break from the rest of the otherwise otherworldly landscapes of Lanzarote. The garden was made in 1991 and was the last project of Cesar Manrique, a true testament to his legacy. Today you can find 450 different species of succulents and cacti, imported from all over North America, South America, Madagascar and other arid, dry and sandy areas and desert landscapes. Number 3. Arrecife, the capital of the island since 1852, taking the title away from Teguise. Arrecife was a big surprise, especially since I have visited the capital of Fuerteventura before, Puerto del Rosario, which was quite uninteresting to me. Maybe my expectations weren't so high, but they were way exceeded. Just a good atmosphere, a mix of modern and old, a nice bit of everything really. I especially enjoyed going to the small island with a small castle called Castillo de San Gabriel, with its small beach Playa del Castillo. But the most magical place in town was called Charco de San Guines, or Bahia de Arrecife, a small water salt lake providing safe harbor and quiet waters for an army of small boats. It is truly unique. My great impressions of Arrecife was definitely also helped by its Christmas exhibition, which might have helped move it up a few good spots in the ranking. Number 2. Timanfaya. Timanfaya is a 51 square kilometers big national park in the northwestern parts of Lanzarote. In 1991 it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site and has since been heavily regulated and protected for the well-being of the area. Timanfaya currently hosts 25 volcanoes. The last eruptions happened in 1730 and 1824. There's a few hiking routes to be found, and at least previously it was possible to go on camel tours in Timanfaya. Centrally in the national park you'll find a parking lot and a restaurant called El Diablo, where they serve grilled food cooked by using the heat of the volcano. Number 1. Cueva de los Verdes. Cueva de los Verdes, or the Green Cave, is a natural lava tunnel and cave system. The cave system is no more than 3,000 years old, which is quite young considering other time frames of the island. The experience is much different to that of Jameos del Agua, which deliberately has been designed by Cesar Manrique, while Cueva de los Verdes is much more natural. 2 kilometers was in the 1960s developed for tourism, and they have put in different colors of lights for the atmosphere. But it is very low key and it still feels quite natural and untouched. For hundreds of years people hid from pirates and slavers in these caves. Today it also holds concerts for up to 500 people at a time. And this is the end. If you know anything interesting about Lanzarote, or feel like other places deserved a spot in your top 10, please share it with the rest of us. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and see you in the next one. Take care and thank you for watching.